Need to set up elbow more away from the body, hands back a little bit. All right, focus on back leg, back arm, front side. Let's take a look at the back leg. Back leg's got to do two things. It's got to get ready, and it's got to go. I like how the knee is staying in front of the foot there. That's really good. It's a good job. I like that position. Looks like it straightens out a little bit, though, and it's all our energy is kind of pushing away from the plate. See a lot of that in the foot, how it's stepping out. Position is good, though. That's a good back leg position, but the front foot is carrying the back leg's energy out away from the plate.
So stepping out away?
Yeah. Then we start forcing some turn with that back leg. See how his shoelaces are already out to the pitcher and he's still square? Okay, so we want that back leg to really stay sideways. Once it unweight, it'll turn over, but his back is turning over way after Elijah. So that's a little soon. Okay. So the back leg's got to do two things. It's got to get ready and it's got to press sideways in a straight line. We allow it to turn. We don't force it to turn. All right. So finishing up back leg, it's got to get ready and go. We want those knees to be quiet. The back leg looks pretty good. It straightens there a little bit. We want that knee to stay bent. That's a pretty good back leg. All right, front side. Again, we kind of draw a line on the front side from the foot all the way through the head. Okay, we want that front side to land really square. Again, obviously that front foot's flaring out. Front knee kind of gets on top of the foot. We want the front knee way behind the foot. We're meaning the spinal angle here. If I trace the spine, we want it to look like that. Obviously this one looks pretty decent with the spine tilt, and this one, is obviously not what we want here. So we want more tilt, less turn there. And also part of the front side is the head. Like this one, Elijah's head tends to kind of go up. Like that one, his head is looking way away from where the ball is. This one looks better. That head's quiet there. We don't get near the pull-off. But we want that head to stay really quiet, Elijah. It just kind of stays back, and we keep the head back, and we see the ball out front. So that's, this one we've got too much head movement. This one's pretty good. We don't want to feel like the head is forward like this. The head stays back. All right, back arm. Elbow works up into the ball, and again here we've got way too much hands moving, and I would want to see, and not enough elbow. You've got almost no loading going. Watch how his elbow works up here. The elbow works up into the ball, whereas your hands are kind of moving back. And that lead arm, like your dad said, is getting too straight. Now, we want that lead arm to stretch. We want it to stretch. We want it to be relaxed. We don't want to lock it out here. And so everything's kind of getting left behind. But if you'll keep the back elbow bent like he's keeping it bent, see your elbow is widening, and everything's kind of getting left back there. See, it's too wide. You want to feel like those hands stay. See his hands stay right at his armpit right there, just behind the shoulder. Okay, whereas your hands kind of get, and the bat too. See how the bat is back behind your head? You feel like the hands are way, way back there, and the bat's way back behind your head. We can be big at the shoulder joint, but the elbow's got to stay bent. And two, when we're loading up, we get a little bit, probably too much of the shoulder turning back. That's not terrible, but we want the shoulders to stay neutral. Yeah, this bat position with the elbow wide and the bat way back behind us, we've got to do a better job of keeping our hands and firing right from the shoulder. This swing actually here, the one you missed down here at the bottom, is pretty nice. Good hands, great hands through it. Hands look exactly the same.
Flat in the front.
Yep, off the back. Yep, head's back. That's a nice swing. We want to feel like the hands stay right where you start them. Okay, we're going to move them back a little bit in the stance, and they're just going to stay right there. That elbow is going to work up, and then that elbow is going to work to the ball, and the hands stay right there. We've got to get more of a sense that the hand and the bat are not traveling way back here behind us. You know, and you can see, you know, how much more his torso is turned compared to his.